See our webinar series. Today's topic, as you know, that where the UPSC is setting the questions, okay, and it is me presented by Vijeta Dinakaran. I'm a rank holder, okay. So this is my background. Hope you all people are knowing now, okay, and as well as I am the faculty in Kingmakers IAS Academy. So this is the preliminary online programs the Kingmakers is handling, okay, and it's already started, and you can check with all the webinar series what you till now, okay, so you can read this. The online classes is still there, and this is the fee structure as a 10,000 plus GST, and this is the payment link. You can go with all this and you can share. See, you people know about this, but go and share with all other people, those who are there in your contacts who want who don't know this webinars are doing the online classes, okay, in the time of COVID-19 time, so that it will be access, the education should be access to. So this kind of things, you have a responsibility, be responsible civil servant, you will be there in the civil service, okay, so become a civil servant, responsible civil service, still that feeling should be there in you. Now about this upcoming topic of the webinar series. So it's 2018 Film GS analysis is going to be held on 11th of June, okay, 10 a.m. Now the again art of learning the current affairs. See, all are very important topic. Don't think that it is just a film point is there. Now films is there. That is why I have to concentrate and I have to attend only the film series. No, it is just a package. Okay, civil service is just a package. You can't say that it is a syllabus of films, it is a syllabus of means, and I'll take care with all these things at the time of interview. No, to have when once you listen all this, every time when you're going and writing the mains exams, these are the points will be there in your mind. Okay, it will be very easy for you to clear at the first attempt itself. Now 2019 film CSET analysis is going to become on 15 June. Okay, now much more is there. Just wait and share all this information with all your nears and dears as well, so that they also should know that whatever the activities and whatever the stains and works the kingmakers are also doing for to shape the destiny of the students. Okay. Now, coming to my topic, and I want to I'll chat also with you people if you are very new to me, okay, but just be with me and let's see in 1 hour, like we want to now read the mind of the UPSC, from where the UPSC, especially with the civil service exams, they are taking and setting the questions, which the questions is just torturing like anything to us at the time of exams. Okay, this is just for the joke. It's not a torturing. If you know everything, then you very easy to get through. Okay, so how and from where UPSC set the questions is today's topic we have to handle. Now let's see that scope of discussions will be for us, like the exam conducted by UPSC. See, this is the topic we are seeing, that UPSC is conducting. UPSC is setting the question paper from which area. Now, before knowing this, we have to know that what are the exams are going on and held by the UPSC, in which you can see that the some questions can be repeated side by side with one exam to two exams if the UPSC is conducting and setting the same paper. The second scope of discussions will be timeline of these exams, okay, and resource for preparations, how you can prepare with all these exams, basics for the UPSC question setting pattern identified, what are the basics what the UPSC is keeping in mind in setting the question paper, and why only few aspirants are turned successful with this, and why not as everybody, okay, and what is the mantra, what you have to do with, so that you know, like the first attempt itself, and which is going to be held in October, that itself you will feel that okay, I am there, my roll number is there, and I am in my civil service race, I have already crossed my prelims. So these are the some kind of things you have to be very particular, and if you know that, you will be there in the list of the successful candidates like me. Now, exam conducted by UPSC, first we are coming in first our topic. If you see here, you'll say that the 2 3 exams, it's very popular. That is why many exams people don't know about as such. Okay, see, the civil service exam, everybody knows as it is very popular with the name of IAS, IPS, IFS. Okay, so this exam everybody knows, and we are always aspiring with this for this exam. But before this, many exams is there, like Indian Forest Service examination is there. Now, many people knows about the Indian Forest Service exams as well, because the preliminary exams is very common with this exam. So that is why the people are, like the students and aspirants are just filling the forms, and now they are more attracting towards the Indian Forest Service examinations as well. Indian Engineering Service examination is there. Those who are engineering background, okay, out of few people, many people will be there. I am sure that you will be an engineering student, and don't see, you will be having a many more advantage, because you not only can give this civil service examinations, but as well as you can give this Indian Forest Service examinations and engineering service examinations as well. The engineering service examinations will give you the top rated reputations in the engineering field. Okay, you can be a just take example of ICF, internal coach factory. Okay, so you can be a high engineer level, that post will be there to you, and that also a very good post, and it is also conducting by the UPSC. So when any exams overall, if it's conducting by UPSC, it will be there in the highest positions, will be there in your life. Okay, so don't forget that UPSC is a god for us if you are really aspiring for the, the big post or the big designation in your life. The combined medical service examination. This examination is for those candidates or those aspirants who done the MBBS. So MBBS related, if you done the MBBS, you will be a doctor. But if you want to become a surgeon, or you want to become more in a higher post in the MBBS field, then this exam is also conducting by UPSC. So if your background with the MBBS, you can also opt for Indian Medical Service Examination as well. So after opting for Indian Medical Service Examinations, anytime when you have an age limit, you can go with the civil service examinations. Okay, this is a general examination. Anybody can come if your age limit is there. Now, combined defense service examination is there. Fine. National Defense Academy examination is there. Naval Academy examination is there. Indian Economic Survey or Indian Statistics Service examination is there. Combined geoscience examination, geological exam. See how many examinations are conducting by UPSC. Central Armed Force Police Assistant Commander examination. See, from the Kingmaker itself now, Mr. Bala sir is there. He just qualified for Indian Armed Service Police Force examination. Okay, so now he's also opting for civil service examination. So only you will be experienced for, you will be there in the job, at the same time you will taste the UPSC, what the examination, what the set of questions they are preparing for. So these examinations, you just go through with that. If anybody is interested in every year, they are like the UPSC civil service examinations, they are also giving the same kind of notifications, and the syllabus moreover will be the same of the civil service examinations. A little bit changes will be there. Okay, now let's second topic. What is the themes of, see, our aim, like I opted for civil service examination, so I can shape you very in a best direction, so that you can go and reach your destiny, and very soon next year you can go and give your interview, and your name and roll number will be there in the successful candidate who will become IAS, IPS. Okay, so for that, let's begin with our session. Theme of the civil service examination. Okay, what is the themes? As you already know, this is the preliminary stage, mains exams, and personality test. Why we are again and again seeing this preliminary exams pattern, mains examination pattern, and personality test? Because we should know, and today's topic we want to analyze that from where the UPSC is setting the questions, and it will not be there only the prelims point, but also will the mains point, and at the same time it will be there for the personality test as well. So preliminary exams will be there with the two papers. Those who are giving the preliminary exams, they might know about this, that preliminary exams are conducting in morning session and evening session. And paper one will be there for the general studies. 100 questions will be there, 200 marks. Okay, 2 marks for each. Paper two CSAT, 80 questions will be there, 200 marks. It will be a qualifying paper. But what about the mains examinations? Like me, I also did the mistake. Okay, I used to only concentrate on a preliminary exam. That is why I suffered like anything, and thank God I got a like some kind of illusions came, and then I started preparing for mains examination as well. Now, mains examinations, studying with the 1 year of preparations, and dealing with only preliminary examinations by the students, they will be thinking that first I have to hit the preliminary examination, then I take care with the mains examination. The mains examinations, if you understand side by side, like from where the question paper are setting, from which area the UPSC is concentrating, at the time of preparation of preliminary exams, this is overall package, you will be very comfortable, and your habits will be there that you are going to look after all this area from where the UPSC is setting the questions. Okay, so that is why just be concentrate and understand that the main examinations pattern as well. So don't think that once I qualified, then only I'll be take care with the mains examination. No, it is not the. Then again, 1 year, 2 years, you have to wait. Might be you will give the two mains, three mains, then you won't understand at the same time when you are writing the prelims examination. Okay. The mains examination pattern, GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000 marks. So GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, this all the subjects will be different. You can take it and you can understand that it will be one paper. If GS one paper is there, means you will feel that it is a one preliminary, because the subjects will be divided between the 1, 2, 3, 4 paper. The subjects paper GS1 will be including, you know, the history, world history. Okay, so we have to know that history portions, polity portions, constitutions portions, science and technology, what are the area is there for the preliminary exam, the same area is there for the mains exams as well. But what about they are taking the questions from the different area. Now preliminary examinations will be the different area, same area will be there, but UPSC is giving questions will be somehow different, and mains examinations, whatever they are setting the question paper will be very different. So let's see, further 1 year this webinar we are going to see all this. So optional subject will be there. Okay, 500 marks the optional subject will be there, and language paper will be there. One will be any second language what you had in your school time, and second will be your English basic qualifying will be in the nature it will be. Now essay paper will be there. Now when you see this essay paper, when you see this optional paper, you'll feel that the optional is my optional. So how can anybody can say it is UPSC setting the questions, how they are setting in the GS paper as well in the same way? The optional question will be same. The optional questions and analysis will be same. Okay, what you are writing, they are expecting in that answer from the area which they have made the question in the preliminary exam. Understand? So it's your turn now in the mains exams. You have to touch in your answer all the area from where the UPSC is expecting that you should write the answer in that. That is why it is very important. You should know the area which the UPSC is expecting, and is area which the UPSC is setting the question. Okay, understanding? So essay paper also, if you understand that these are the area UPSC is the caring, and UPSC is setting the question, and the essay also you can be there with some kind of model essays with you at the time of exams. You can go and attend your essay, and you will be feeling that no, if this area UPSC is asking, okay, if this area essay will come, I'll be ready enough to write my essay, and my essay will be excellent, and I will be scoring more in the essay as well. So for this reason, themes of the civil service examinations is very important. Now the last final factor will be their personality test when you cross preliminary and mains exams. So personality test also the area which the UPSC is targeting at the time of interview, because how much you will be there preliminary exams, mains exams, you will be very enough to clear these exams, but at last many students will be there who will be going and nervous feeling in front of the UPSC board, because here we are hidden. Okay, we are preliminary, we are hidden, mains exams we are hidden, but now the preliminary personality test board, they are going to face you, who you are, who has right all this answer in the mains examination. Now who are the personality who are coming and sitting, and what type of questions they can ask you. So this is the one full package, you can say, that you should understand from the starting point itself, that where this UPSC is targeting. Like like on our parents, we know about my parents, we know about parents, like what the parent is expecting. Now think that UPSC is our parents since you are in the preparation till you achieve your dreams, and then how you are understanding your parents, at the same way you have to understand the UPSC as well, that from where what is the expectation of the UPSC, and from where they can cross check you in your question setting. Fine. Now let's see timelines of this civil service examinations. People know that the timeline, we have to know about the timeline, because since what scenario, for what situation you have to start your preparation, and then you can reach till your goal. So now CBS, this civil service notification is coming in February as such. Just ignore this year COVID-19 time. Okay, this year it is just a full pandemic time, so just don't feel that it is going to be continue. Okay, just but normally the pattern of this examination, civil service examination will be this. February they are just giving the notification. Online application will start from this time. Preliminary exams will be there in the month of June, May, June. Okay, May or June will be there in your preliminary exam. Then exam results will come in July. Mains exams will be there in September or October. Mains results will come in December. Then personality test will be there in February or March, and final results will come in April. So do you see here, till February to April, how much time it is there? See, our parents, our family relatives, they will think that how long you are studying, your result has not come. Still you are not become civil servant. Still you not become IAS. But see, this is our pattern. Now think about, if you have to understand the sources of the UPSC of setting the questions, you have to understand that this is the pattern and this is the timeline of the examination. Keeping the timeline in the mind itself, UPSC is setting the question. Because if the February notification is coming, means they might have targeting 1 year before setting the question paper. Okay, that is why I am showing the timeline of the civil service exams as well. Now, as you understand that it will start on the February notification. This is a continuous part. You have to work hard, okay, and you will be there in the exam now. Before 1 year, you will be there in the preparation. Before February or before January, you have to finish your preparation. Till February to April next year, you will be there in the exam pattern. Now, till February to April, if you understand 1 year before that what was the pattern of the UPSC, then this 1 year will be only 1 year to complete your goal. Otherwise, again and again, it will become your timeline for the exam, because it means that again and again you should not give the exams if you understand completely that what are the area you have to concentrate, what you have to understand the mind of the UPSC, mind it here. Okay, see the resources. Now come to the main topic, resources for the preparation. Normally, now I am talking about as a aspirant. Before coming to the preparations, what an aspirant is thinking, everybody knows about Indian polity book. If they don't know about the political systems of the Indian government or Indian constitution, but they know about the Indian polity. But normally we are studying all this book. Okay, we are thinking that we have to study. When you are in the preparations, you have to study static books like NCERT. So this is just a must, you have to study. But this is not the mantra for starting the NCERT. You have to start your preparation with the NCERT. NCERT, why everybody is recommending is just to understand and to brush up your background. When your background was there since 6th standard to 12th standard, whatever the background you had, we have forgotten that for the NCERT is giving in a very limited and very understanding language. So that is why, just to start with the background, that is why it is just advisable that you have to start with the NCERT. The NCERT is a must. So resources you have to now see, government publication books like Yojana and Kurukshetra. Just note all these things. It is a compulsory thing. You have to do it. It is our part that we have to do it. Now, when we complete our part, let's go and see now in the latest slides what the UPSC is thinking and what the UPSC is making them from the question. Okay. A static, what we have to do is NCERT book, government publications book like Yojana and Kurukshetra, monthly magazine it is coming every month, and this is, trust me, it is one of the best things which enrich your knowledge like any. Because India going on in India, and we don't know by reading the newspaper only, but all these things cover up in the Yojana and Kurukshetra. Newspaper you have to read. Newspaper like Hindu, Indian Express, okay, and see this all NCERT official website, okay. This NCERT website, download NCERT, you can download from this, materials will be there. Then e-Gyan Kosh is there, okay. Yojana, if you're not enough to purchase the books, monthly magazines, okay, so you can even go and read in this website. Second, UPSC government gov.in website is their official website, and PIB website. So these are the resources which is actually you have to target it before, at the time of the preparation or during the preparation. Now, when you target the resources, like when you know the resources, okay, NCERT, Yojana, Kurukshetra, particularly one newspaper. Don't run with many newspaper, okay? Particularly with the one newspaper. And other than that, all this is websites. When you are very much interested to read online, and UPSC gov.in website is very important because the old question paper you can go and see there. So many a time that the UPSC is setting and giving the 4 to 5 questions of the old question paper also in the mains exams, in the essay, or in the preliminary exams as well. These are the resources you go and see that, and the other magazines, like these are the magazines, okay? These are the magazines like in which BRICS magazines and Kurukshetra and all, you can concentrate, and we can have a overall understanding that might be if we are studying this and we are particular in studying this, so might be we will be very confident to handle the UPSC question. Now the next, when you see the how this is the resources. This is the resources the UPSC is also concentrating, and they are taking the questions. The static book, for example, if you understand NCERT book, most of the questions they are asking for the very very simple questions. But that simple questions also, if they are not very good, very well enough, and you have not studied NCERT, you cannot. So NCERT, you can understand the resources in which UPSC is asking the questions. One, so 4 questions or 3 questions you can per subject you can understand that 3 questions at least will be there from the NCERT per subject. Okay, so government publication Yojana and Kurukshetra will be there. Okay, and all other this website and magazines and current affairs will be there. So this is the resources you have to understand which the UPSC is targeting in setting the questions. Now you know the area in which the UPSC is taking the question, but you should understand that up to what up to what time the UPSC is asking. For example, if you know that, okay, this was in the current affairs, that is why it might come in the exam, then you are in the right track. Now let's see time period of setting the question. See, you can understand here, time limit is immediate 1 year current affairs covering all subjects of syllabus. 1 year immediate. I showed you know that notification time from February it is starting. From February till before 1 year, whatever the current affairs was there in the news, they are targeting. So you can understand now. Now you come in the UPSC mind. UPSC when sitting and setting the questions means they also thinking, okay, whatever the area was there in the news, let's see and ask the questions, because it is a hint of for the UPSC also that it was there in the news. So they are also not a very much, they are also human being who's setting the questions. The setting of the questions also will depend on their mind, that they should also know that this topic was there and we should ask the relevant questions with that topic. How the topics will be there in the mind? If they will concentrate in the immediate 1 year current affairs covering all the subjects as per the syllabus. Okay, so now you understand that 1 year current affairs is very important, in which you will find out that there will be a maximum questions the UPSC can frame. Now the next second is from the news of the basic background and current event related to me. So some things will be there in the news, but they will not here. They will ask you in the first immediate 1 year current affairs. Here they will ask you the direct question from the current affairs. It was there in the news. They're asking the best current affairs they can frame in the questions. Now, if you see the other news, they will ask you the news related things, but it will be there in the background. Might be they will ask you for science and technology, okay, about the virus. But virus was there in the news, but it was there for the reason of this COVID-19 time, this period, the virus and all that chemical weapons. You can say that this is the time that we are facing and the world is facing this kind of situation. But they will go and ask you the other virus related, some other virus related questions they can ask you. So you have to be prepared, that you cannot say that, see, this question I have missed it. It was not in our syllabus. I have not taught. You have to keep a general understanding that it was there in the news, so I have to learn and I have to be ready with all the backgrounds related to that current affairs. So the next is last 3 year topic in news, especially in mains exams they're asking. In mains exam, this prelims exam you can say that NCERT, okay, current affairs, direct questions. Third will be there, news background will be there in the news, and they will ask you the question related to that background. When you see the mains related questions will be there, especially they will ask you the questions from the past 3 years. Okay, don't forget that I am ready with the 1 year current affairs means I will get only 1 year current affairs questions. And in mains exams, it will be very difficult to set with and to write the answer, because they will set you in one question, 3 questions. For example, they will ask you to analyze, they will ask you the advantage, disadvantage, at the same time suggest some measures. So in one question, it will there might have like three questions or four questions you will feel that you have to write. So the last 3 year topics, especially when you are thorough with the exam pattern of the UPSC, then the mains exam is just a just a cake for you. A 3 year topics it will be in the mains exam. For example, when I wrote in 2018 mains exam, it was there. I got surprised after seeing the question that there was a question difference between NITI Aayog and Planning Commission. And the Planning Commission, everybody knows that it came, Planning Commission cramped and they brought it the NITI Aayog in 2014. The new government came, that is our present Modi government came, no? That time they have taken away the Planning Commission and the new setup with the NITI Aayog. So just imagine a time limit 2014, the aspirant were expecting these questions in 2015 mains exam or might be 2016, but when they asked in 2018 exam. That is why it's my personal image, it's my personal experience. I'm going to share it. I'm not telling you by by learning from any area something. Like, it is my personal experience. I have experienced it and I have crossed this whole area and I achieved, and I came with the a successful candidate and as a rank holder topper of 2019. So that is why I know that where you have to target so that you should not miss any point and you should not miss any marks in which your success and your success and your path will be there stuck with this kind of impact question. So Niti Aayog was one example. Many other exams you are going to see that it was there in the exams. They are asking in the mains exams of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years before it was there in the news. Then the new updates of government initiatives. The next that they are concentrating, UPSC is concentrating is if government has done something new, like in the schemes. Okay, see, first you understand you are there in the government job, you are there in the government service, you are the civil servant. Now, when you understand that you are in the civil service, to whom you are going to be more recognized, it will be the government. Now, what the government has done, what the new things the government is doing for the welfare of the people, the UPSC definitely give the questions regarding that topic. So that is why you will feel that government schemes are coming, government programs are coming. They are concentrating more in agriculture area. They are more concentrated in the weaker section of the people. Okay, but we are just leaving all these topics. We are not understanding. We are only concentrate on the book that is there in the polity. There is there. This is there in the all other books, history books, and all that. But if you understand the mind of the UPSC, if you understand why you want to be civil servant, that it is not very big deal that you will understand the UPSC question pattern as well. So when any new things have come, for example, I'll give you the hint here. Now, economic survey has come, budget has come. People just mug up the economic survey and budget like anything. Now you already crossed because the exam was there in the May 31st. So now might be you have completed the budget sessions and all the budget speech, budget related all the documents plus economic survey document everything. Now you will not see in this time what the government has come with the new schemes or they have anything done any new things in the field of agriculture. They have done anything new in the field of MSME area. Now you will not go and read about this because you've forgotten. Now if you are a civil servant, government is coming with some kind of schemes. What you have to do? You have to be curious. You have to be curiosity to knowing that. Exactly. That is the thing. The UPSC will be waiting to set the question paper regarding that particular area. Now, new updates for the government initiative. You should not miss if any there, if it is there in any news, if it is there in any newspaper, if it is there in any speech. Like, our finance minister came with the new measures with the 20 lakh crore initiative they want to induce in the Indian economy. All these things you have to go and search because definitely 2 3 questions will be there with that area, like MSME, how it is important. See, the area you are getting it, you have to take it as a hint, and now you have to read about this. So this area the UPSC is waiting and watching and setting the question paper, because in this area they can easily trap. Otherwise, exam is going since after the independence itself. This UPSC exams are starting, and till after the 76 78 years after also we are scaring that from where the UPSC is setting this question. Is it not enough that to understand by seeing the pattern of the UPSC that you can easily understand that from where the UPSC is setting the questions? We are this much of not understanding, where the UPSC is taking and what the UPSC is expecting. Now, the basics for UPSC question setting, you can have example from this. Like NCRT, I told that the sources were NCRT, the website, the UPSC site. Okay, the current affairs is current affairs static portions, and the current affairs news was there in the light. And all other government initiatives, what is there and coming, day to day life also you have to take care. Now see here, NCRT questions, one question was there, in the context of any country, which one of the following will be considered as a part of this? Suppose, okay, part of social, this one, as in my last webinar also I showed this question because it was there from the NCRT. When you see these questions, you will not relate that what type of questions they are asking, but it is there in the society and it is there in the 11th textbook. Okay, so you have to understand here what the UPSC is expecting. They are more targeting now society. They are more targeting now weaker section. They are more now concentrate about the the ground level reality which they are expecting, that a civil servant, if want to work on the civil service, they have to know the ground reality. They should not be come from the sophisticated mind. They have to be come from the ground reality, and the reality in this answer itself is ground reality is the level of mutual trust and harmony in the society. This is there in the NCRT, but it will not be there exactly in the NCRT. It will be there in the understanding point. If you understand the NCRT, then you can easily come with answers. Okay. So first, this is the example where the NCRT they are targeting. Now, other reference books questions, okay, reference book like they have taken the questions from other area, like which one of the following suggested that the governor should be eminent persons for the state and should be detached figure without intense political links. Now, I want to tell you here to all that nowadays, please understand, questions will not be so difficult. Questions will be very, very easy. But the way they are asking the questions is something I can give you example like. First, they were asking who is the father of nation. Now they are breaking this pattern and they're asking this person did this person did that. He was very popular in India, he was very popular in South Africa, and he was known it as a this, guess this person. The pattern has been changed. The way they were setting the question was changed because the question they're asking the same thing, but the way they want to frame the question is changing. So in this question, we can understand that which of the following suggested that the government person of the state and should be the detached figure without instant political links or should have politics in the recent past. Do you feel that after reading the question itself, you will be feeling tired that what will be the answer? Now again, you have to wait and read the answer this one. So you have to understand here it was a 2019 question, so they are asking with the reference book. So the reference book will be there in which everybody knows about the governor general. Okay, and what are the what they have did in the all this in the age. So you can expect a question from this in which you can see that it is there from the reference books or some kind of magazines. Okay. Next question says, on what ground the people's representative can be disqualified under the representation of this? This was there in the mains exams of 2019. So explain and also present the remedies available to such person against his disqualification. So now here, you can see it is a polity question. It is a source from Lakshmikant, but you have to add it here current affairs, and might be it was there in the current affairs in the past 1 year or 2 years, because always the news will be there in the disqualification. Okay, so that is why they frame the questions in mains exams like this. So now you're understanding. News will give you hint, but UPSC also a human being, and they are also setting the question paper are human beings. Now they are framing the questions. The hint is there. The same hint is there for the UPSC, and the same hint is for we people also. But only thing is we have to take the call that from where they can set the question. Now other exam is to see, okay, area are just the same. Okay, according to the World Bank doing business report 2018, India's ranking has improved in 2018 as compared to 2017 in which of the following areas. Now see and understand here, in the last 5 years, 6 years question paper, if you see, they were asking the same area, World Bank, but they were asking the questions like doing of business, okay, doing of business report published by whom, and they were giving the hint like World Bank or IMF or something. These were the pattern. Now, slowly when you see in 2018, what they are asking, Now we were very much interested in the current affairs. We know that okay, everybody knows India's rank has improved from 2017 to 2018. India's improved rank has improved to, and now it is under 100. Now every people know this, but what they're asking is this. Now when you reading about the World Bank and when you're reading about the indices and the publications what the World Bank is doing, okay, and they are publishing the doing business report, you have to concentrate that in this area. Fully, you have to understand that in this area they are concentrating. Depend on what they will give this key that the doing business of India has improved and India has improved their rank. So you have to understand fully. Now they are concentrating this. The area will be the same. They have taken the area from the current affairs, but the way they are changing the pattern of the question is something which is not direct question. Now, paying tax, solving is something you will be feeling difficult to solve with the right answer. This. Now, this is also which one of the following is not the easier. So this was also this question. So do you understand that the pattern and the pattern has changed, but the resources is not changed. But we have to understand that the resources, everything is same what we have. But still the resources what we have the same, but we can't find out the 50 to 60 questions right in the prelims examination. Okay. So now you understand current affairs immediate 1 year. This examples you can see here. Which of the following adopted a law on data protection and privacy for its citizens? General Data Protection Regulation. See, I easily can remember this question. It was there in the news. Directly, this question was there from the European Union. Actually, they wanted to save their data because all other people and all other businessmen, they can come and easily taken this data and they are using privately this data. That is, the European Union came with this kind of data regulations. Okay, and it was in the news also. But it was in the news. See, in the April 2016, they had in the news. But recently in 2018 was also in the news, and they asked question in 2019. But if you see, this was a regulation happened in 2016. So what the UPSC is targeting 3 years before current affairs, and if it is there for some reason, again that regulation anything is there in the news, again they are targeting this. So the answer here is the European Union, and in this way they are targeting the question. So now you understanding the you have to be very very alert. Now how you want to be there, you have to always wear the mask in the this pandemic time. No, you have to always cover up your gloves, your hand, everything. In UPSC also, always you have to be very alert. This topic has come, I have to know everything about this topic. Go and Google it, read it from anywhere. Be alert and be ready if the UPSC is asking any question in that. Okay, UPSC is also, I am again and again telling you, it is not a some area which it is not relevant and they are asking the question. Somehow it is relevant. For example, in 2016 mains exam, they asked about the solar alliances. Okay, it was in the news, and they asked about the solar panel and everything. Which what is the cost of that in the mains exam? They asked. It was in the news. A slight one sentence was there in the news before the mains exam. For example, for mains exams, it is going to be start in September. Means in the September first week of the news it was there. But see, UPSC is always one step ahead. If the one hint they are getting, they are asking questions, they can ask anything from the future related questions also they can ask, or anything from the past that particular topic also they are asking. So you have to be, if you are very alert like UPSC, but with what topic it was there, the topic if you're going and study and looking very from all area, you will be there in the exam that this area I was knowing, and see this exam, this question was there. I studied and this question is there in the paper. Okay, so this is the attitude you have to keep first for the exam. And it is something like, too little cash, too much politics have learned. So this was the question in the mains exam. Discuss the statement in the light of US withdrawal, acquisition of the cultural body of these anti-Israel bias. Always it is kind of new. See, when you see this, all the questions you have to write this much. When you won't understand and you're not prepared in advance, you will be there losing your marks in writing your answer. So the area, now you know it, you have to be alert with all the things. Now see, the basics for UPSC question settings you have to know here. This is the one kind of example. Again, consider this is the example of current affairs plus concept and background. It is also you have to understand that the consider the following statement about this. See, this particularly vulnerable tribal group. Okay, this was there in the news because to see some groups of tribal peoples, it was there in the news. They are facing difficulties. They can't be there in the now in the forest area like that. Some news came and they asked about this. It was in the current affairs, but they asked with the background related thing. So when you can see this PVTG resides in 18 states and one union territory. See, I'm telling you one experience of mine also. In my interview also, they asked this question to me because they asked me like what you know about this, the tribal community is there in Andaman. What you will do with that, like if you want to tackle with the development with the development plus the vulnerable tribal groups, to whom you will be going to choose, like that questions they're giving in the interview. So once you know the background of this, it was there in the news. So now when you are very alert, you will go and you will search all the area and all the you want to be know about this topic. When you know about this topic means definitely these four ancestors what the examiner is giving and the UPSC is giving in the preliminary exam, it will be very easy to eliminate. Now PGT residing in 18 states, when you know about this, you will be knowing that it is correct or not. A stagnant and the declining population is one of the criteria for determining PGTG status, PVTG status. There are 95 is officially notified, and these are the tribes included in the list of this. When you know and when we are very curious to know about this question is nothing but this kind of questions that UPSC is targeting. Okay, so just concentrate in this area, and when it is there something in the news, you have to be now think like a UPSC mind. Now don't think like a your aspirant mind. Your aspirant minds will be very much, I don't know, I have to learn more. But think about the UPSC mind, then you will go and one topic you will prepare like a UPSC is setting the question. A basis for UPSC question setting is, as we already seen, this is the magazine Yojana. So from the Yojana magazine, how they set the question is this question they set in 2019, Atal Innovation Mission. It was there in the Yojana, and this was actually the this one, the topic was there, and they start this simple questions they asked in the exam. So Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Employment, NITI Aayog. So Atal Innovation Mission was there in the news. It was there coming in the Yojana. Now, when you are thorough with Yojana Kurukshetra, a monthly you are reading with that, current affairs you're okay. Any questions they're asked, no, at least you will be familiar with the questions, and then you will try to come with the right answers because if already you have learned about and you have read about it. Only thing is just concentration in the exam time, and then you will get the direct. See, yes, the direct answer is there. So easily you'll get a 2 marks here. No need to worry if you get this kind of 30 to 40 questions, direct questions, and your everything is right. There you're getting 80 to 85 marks itself. Now only 25 marks only if you're getting, then you're there in the prelims exams. You will be there easily. You will clear the prelims exams. Okay. So the area you have to concentrate here is this. Now, the simply from the syllabus and focusing on the current affairs, this question they have asked from the mains exam. Elaborate the policy taken by the government of India to meet the challenges of food processing sector. So this was the actually from the syllabus. So don't underestimate the syllabus also. Now, if you go and see, for example, I want to take here, polity and governance is there. Polity you are studying, but what about governance? Governance you are missing it. Now you have to know that governance means what? Governance, the area of the governance, in which this governance is applicable, in which the government is doing governance, okay? And what are the methods and what are the new initiatives taken in the governance? All these things, if you are very okay and you know that the governance is there in your syllabus, then you will be very curious and you will be ready with the governance part also. So in the same way, they have asked like this question in the mains exam. So it was the syllabus of food processing and related industries in India. It is there in the main syllabus. Scopes and significance, location and downstream requirements, supply chain management. If you go and see the syllabus of mains, this is there. So this is there. That is why they have taken targeting the syllabus of the mains, and this they have asked. And because this is there in the news, always weaker section on agriculture, field and food processing. Okay, it is there. See, understand the UPSC syllabus also. They have included Indian society in the main syllabus because there is a need to understand the Indian society. They have included the governance in the syllabus because there is a need that now the country is going towards the governance. Governance means, first of all, you understand that with minimum government, maximum governance means the government interference will be less, but the private and civil society and all of the private sector involvement will be also there in the country. So that type of syllabus, if you understand, and when you understand what the UPSC is expecting in the same pattern, the UPSC will definitely give the question. Okay. Now this question, see, which article of the Constitution of India safeguards one's right to marry the person? It was in the news because I'll tell you this question they have asked in 2019 exam, but it was in the news because the news was there related to Kerala. One cases was there. The one Kerala girl, she married one boy and he was from the Muslim community, and the girl parents, that they went to the court and they complained about that particular done that because to convert into the Islam, this boy has, what to say, the marry my girl, and now my girl is my daughter is also become the Islam, and it is not a love marriage, it is some kind of the Islam promotion is there. That is why their parents went to the court. This was in the news, and regularly it was coming in the news, and the news was people are very much particular that, oh my god, this has happened in the news like that. But UPSC is targeting. UPSC also has a ear. Okay, they also have a ear, and they are also listening the news now. From the that news, what you have understand that lacks if the UPSC is setting the questions and you're not able to attend it. So they ask the question. So with that news, you should have understand that okay, they are now the targeting the life of liberty. Somebody should marry or not. This kind of questions might be UPSC is asking me. You will be there in this question, and you can able to give this right answer here, because which article of the Constitution of India safeguards one right to marry? Direct questions UPSC asks. So now you're understanding the pattern of the UPSC setting the questions. They're setting and hitting the area background wise, current affairs wise, syllabus wise, magazines, okay, government websites, old UPSC question paper, at the same time NCERT. That's it. This is the area when you cover up and you're thorough with all this. The no questions, you can leave it, and you cannot be there returning back from your prelims or from the mains exam. Now from the previous year questions also they are taking, and it is a repeating again and again the UPSC. That is why there is a suggestions with by me also, that go and solve the old year question paper also, because somehow the questions pattern can be changed, but the essence of that questions will be the same when you're going to face in your real examination. So these are the some examples of previous year questions. See, with reference to the consumer dispute redressal at district level in India, which of the following statements are correct? In 2010, it asks. And see, with reference to consumer right privilege under the provisions of law in India, which are the statements correct? In 2012, again, they have repeated. So now you're understanding. Now, if you might have solved these questions in the old question of 2010, the same you might have getting here, and the 2 marks it is there in your hand in the when you are giving this exam. Okay. Now, the local self-government system, same questions they have asked in 2015. In the absence of well-educated and organized local level government system, panchayat and samitis have remained mainly political institutions and not effective instruments of governance, critically discussed. Here, the mains exams, they are giving like a answer choice of the prelims exams. Only thing is, you want to elaborate and you have to write more about what the UPSC is expecting. How you can write when you're very much having a points in your hand? How you're getting the points in your hand? When you're reading the magazines, Yojana Kurukshetra, each time it is coming with this kind of topic. And when you go through with all the syllabus, then you know that this is also comes from the syllabus. See, the previous questions, how they are repeating side by side from the 2 years, 3 years, they're again 2 to 3 questions, definitely it will be repeating in the previous year. The questions will come in the current questions, okay? Now, we have seen the this one, what to say, exam pattern and the mains exam pattern. Now you understand that the personality test also, when you very much involved in 1 year current affairs and all that, no need to worry. When you go and sit, I even went in the board and I was expecting my optional was sociology. So related to sociology, they have asked regarding to, women's related child issues. But there, it is also the part of the Indian society. It is also part of the GS. It is also the part of the current affairs. So not at all preparation is there, which you can say that this area you have to concentrate in the prelims. In this area, the UPSC is asking the question. So here the personality test, the area of the questions which you will get it in your exams of the personality test is That's whatever you are going to feel it. Because if when see, many a time we are feeling that we should clear the prelims because we want to face this kind of we want to feel and we want to write about all the things what the main students are doing. For example, in the prelims we are only filling the form only, but once you clear the prelim, you will be having the DAF, that is a detailed form. You have to fill about your name, your what to say about your service, what service you want, what are the subjects, all of the things. And trust me, when you clear your exams, when you clear your prelims, you will feel so happy to write your detailed form in your mains exam, because one stage you have crossed it. Now you will feel that I am writing something which really I'm feeling like I'm a civil servant and I'm going to become very soon a civil servant. So for that feeling, okay, keep that feeling and please clear the prelims by keeping all these points in your mind. And as I'm a very much empathy towards you people, that you should definitely clear. We kingmakers are really having empathy towards you people. That is why we are conducting the webinar and telling you the right track to move on this in this preparation. The current affairs related questions they will ask you, optional related questions they will ask you, graduation related questions they will ask you, hobbies, achievement, work experience, all this will be there in your form. So whatever the form you have filled it, they will be going to ask with that area. So here need not to worry now. First you think about the preliminary exams and UPSC exams, what the questions they setting and from which area they have setting. So why only few aspirants turn successful after doing all these things also? Now you are, I'm seeing here, now it was the 90 students, now it is the 83 now participants. Those who are left it might be they are already, out of the race of this UPSC preparation. Might be you can say that the 8 lakh aspirants is filling the forms and only 3 lakhs or the 5 lakhs are coming and sitting in the exams in the morning session. In the afternoon session, when you see in your room, many students, 2 3 students will not be there in your afternoon session also, because they are not so serious. They are only coming and to showing to their family members that I am writing also IAS exam. They are coming, attending the one morning session, going back evening. They are not coming. A bore addict this, for who will come and sitting again in the exams, like that they'll feel. So in this time also I'm seeing that who log in this time were there in 95 96. Now 10 student has already left. And like the same way, you are the hats of to you people. 84 students are there attending my webinar now, and I am expecting that you will be there in the prelims exams and you will be there passing the prelims exams by attending all the webinars. And you will be very clear that now how to face the UPSC exams and how to face the UPSC questions. Now see, only few aspirants turn successful. That is why I am telling you this, because it is a determination. Failure does not stop them. Like me, to take my examples, go and read about me in the last 1 week before also. The king our academy has published some kind of about my speeches. So you go and see and watch in the YouTube as well my struggling, the way how I cleared this exams. My struggle is very inspiring, and you should listen that and you should understand that it was the fourth prelims. I was just I was like not able to clear it. And after understanding the UPSC pattern of questioning and all that, my mistakes, what I was doing in the exams, and I able to clear the prelims, one mains, one interview, and that's it. It was there. Now the smart work, what I did, I am expecting that you should also do, and it is a mantra for the aspirant who is turning the successful in this time. Find and correct the right mistakes. I told you, when you are now attend this seminar, attend this webinar, go and search in which you are lacking now. Write in your paper and try to work on this. Okay, that is why you coming and attending is 1 year, because you should understand from where you are lacking and what you have to do now. Now continuous improvement should be there. If you are attending the test practices, and evaluation should be there in you, that okay, see, test practices don't feel that your morale will be low down. Test practices is there in which the questions what you have done wrong, that questions you go and analyze that why you have attended the questions wrong, despite of studying so much of things about this topic. You have to think and analyze. Nobody is going to teach us, because it is our preparation. Go and become the teacher of yourself, learning from the others and with others. See, when it is a Chanakya saying, okay, when you learn from your mistakes, it will be very, what to say, it will be very late. So learn from others' mistakes. So when you others' mistakes, you can learn from my mistakes also, because you can take it as example. When I was not able to clear the prelims, you can take me as example. When it was a year, 1 year, it made it happen that one prelims, one miss, and it was the same year in which One prelims, it cleared means I don't want to go back because I worked sufficiently in my what to say in my mistakes, and I've become a successful people. That is why one means one interview and I got this rank, and at least now I am a civil servant. So you can learn with this. Determination should be there. Smart work you should do. Inspection should be there. And mantra of success is identify your aim and resources. Okay, what you aim, you know this resources we are giving. You also know the resources. Learn and improve to test and be and put yourself in the great only. Okay, so this is the area, and this way you have to learn. And that's it in our session today. So I think that everybody will be get success, and the prelims is there, like 4 months is there for just go and now if you are not well confident also, many students I know that I'm handling the classes in Kingmaker, so that students I know personally, they'll feel every time that after the studying also many a time I'm feeling that I'm not confident. Don't feel that. You have enough time this year. Just prepare again, just revise it again and again. Try to more questions. While you're feeling difficulties, go and test in particular area, and particular area where you're lacking, just prepare that area and give the test, and you will feel better. Okay, so this is the end of our session. If you want any question and answer, anything, you can ask me in the chat. Okay, so this is the question and answer session, and if anybody any doubt, you can write it here. So anybody has any doubt, you can contact in this number. And you want to contact personally also, my number you can take it from the academy. Okay, any doubt, personal assistance, anything, always in Kingmakers, everybody is there. I am handling classes there in the faculty. Those who are not being in the students in the Kingmakers, they can also join. Okay, there is the mains class starting as well, prelims class starting, optional class. If they have any doubt, you can tell anytime. You can chat with me, talk with me, any regarding with any faculty. You can clear your doubt. Okay, so okay, let's end our session. Any doubt, anything, you can ask in the academy, and you can call in that number.